Hi guys, and welcome back to Conan Exiles. Today I'm going to be giving a brief overview as to some of the weapons that you can get your hands on here in Conan Exile. Now, what you'll find is there's actually quite literally hundreds of different weapons that you can get within this game, but they all come under certain classes. So for example, the first one we have is actually the Universal Mace, as you can see here. So this counts as part of the Mace class. It's one-handed, very, very easy to hold, just like that. The second thing we're going to look at is actually the Survivor's Axe, and this is a one-handed axe again. Very, very easy to hold. Next up, we have the Short Sword. So a Short Sword is a one-handed sword, as you can see here, which means you can dual wield with something else. Next up, of course, we have the Shield. Always good to sort of parry with while holding an extra weapon, as you can see, so always good to have. After swords, we now move on to the Chakrams. Now, Chakrams are actually dual wielding, as you can see here. Really good and really well for like agility builds. After the Chakram, we then move on to the Bone Claws. Again, dual wielding, as you can see here, and again, built for quick builds. After the Claws, we can then move on to the Daggers. Now, of course, these are dual daggers, as you can see here, and help you cover like large distances. After the Daggers, we'll then move on to the Whirlwind Blades, as you can see here, and again, these are two-handed short blades, as you can see. After we've looked at those, we're now going to look at the Katana. A very, very cool sword, as you can see here. Two-handed and looks very cool. I love the sound. It's great. After the Katana class, we move on to the Lance class. This is another type of weapon you can have. Look at the size of this thing. It's huge. It's great. After the Lance, we have the Steel Punching Daggers. These actually sort of threw me off the first time I found them because I thought they were very similar to the daggers, but very, very quick at dealing damage. After those daggers, we then have the Depraved Spear. So again, this is in the spear category. Again, two-handed and good for sort of attacking from a slight bit of a distance. Now we have the Greatswords. This is a two-handed sword. As you can see there, you will need two hands to hold this. Will deal a lot more damage because it's two-handed. Now we have the Masterful Bows. You can see here, we actually already have one equipped. Make sure you have ammo in your inventory. And of course, you need some X-Blow ammo, as you can see there. Really, really cool. Now we have the Steel Throwing Axe. This is a class of axes that when you actually just throw instead, which is really, really cool. After the Steel Throwing Axe, we of course have the Ancient Javelin, as you can see here. And this is also something that you throw as well. Very cool. Of course, you do have to go get it. Now we have the Truncheon, which you should be very familiar with. This is what you use to knock out thralls so that you can tame them. And last, but certainly not least, we have orbs. Now these are orbs that you craft and typically can be used for raiding or just wreaking absolute havoc. So there we have an overview of some of the weapons you have in the game. Like I said, they are each in their own category. These are just weapons that I picked from each one of those categories. So as you can see, there's quite a few. And of course, like I said, it sort of devolves down into even bigger sort of number of them. So I hope that was helpful, give you a bit of an overview. Maybe there's some weapons on there you'd never heard of before. Give them a try. You may just find a new one that suits you. So thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.